gotta talk about JCole's album.
The Fall Off?
The Fall Off.
Fell off and fell on my face.
Can you feel the vibe? You feel the vibe? Feel the vibe?
It's a vibe.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to JEJE Vibe.
We're back.
You know I got my amazing queen with me.
Thanks, my love. The amazing knows.
So Lewis and Gabriel, if you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe. And also hype the video. You know it's JEJE Vibe. Where else would you rather be? We gotta talk about JCole's album.
The Fall Off?
The Fall Off.
I persevered through the worst. My thirst to adhere is a curse. My life, I see it in reverse.
The Fall Off fell off.
Fell off and fell on my face.
Fall off. Did he really fall off? In our opinion, we talked about JCole.
The Might Delete Later album. We have an episode on it.
The album is like, because of the title, I just felt like maybe somehow he deleted the album.
That's what it is.
Because like, it's crazy. The Might Delete Later album, we talked about it. Where he dropped the 7-minute drill for Kendrick Lamar and he pulled out that song from that album. He was the first person to respond to the beef.
And then ran into the house.
And when the beef was about to heat up, he ran back in. Like, how can you be calling out for competition and when competition comes out and you called out
You
competition
chickened out.
and you run away? In fact, you started the beef. Your verse on the Super Bowl song with Drake started this whole thing because you were the one who talked about Kendrick.
Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K-Dot, is it Aubrey or me?
And Kendrick replied to that song. And you replied back.
I got mixed feelings about these fucking rap niggas. It's over for that cap, the official cap pillars.
And now you run away.
That's crazy.
You come out to your fans and you tell your fans, oh, you know we love Kendrick. Oh, what do you call that? Dreamville. You know we love Kendrick.
At least this is where you still give Drake credit though.
Facts. Drake is more respected than Cole in my book. Because when it's time to go in and when it's time for war, man, ain't no running in. And no apology. It's wartime is wartime. Like lyrical war, though. Lyrical war. With your pen, when it comes to an MC, a rapper, your pen, this is a time you now test your competition. And you, JCole, has been calling out for competition all this time, and when the competition came out, you ducked the competition.
One, I know my heart, you know what I mean? And like, I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but the world want to see blood. So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my nigga back and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is, in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone?
And now you're back with an album called The Fall Off too. Like
The Fall Off from my Delete Later. That's what it is.
Fell off and fell on my face.
God, sometimes people just leave out to the name.
They live up to what they name their album with what they put in their music.
It's crazy. It's something that you have to be mindful of.
I'm putting my name on this. This is going to be me.
Like, how can you call it a fall off? And indeed, you fall off. Because for me, listening to the Fall Off album from JCole,
It was a very watered down version of his previous
work, previous catalogs of JCole, albums of JCole, Born Sinner. Like, there's so many albums better than this album. You can't be giving me this album now.
I mean, there's a couple joints on it. But I'm just saying, I'm comparing overall, and then I'm listening to this as comparing Cole to Cole. So your previous albums, this feels like Regression.
Oh wow! See, I get that.
There is no song to go back to.
No, none. Not even with the feature of the artist now, or trying to introduce the Afrobeat artist into your album. No correlation or whatsoever. What's the storyline between the Fall Off?
There is nothing this album was telling me about.
All of y'all niggas is pussy. You shoot at the ops and run from the cops.
There was no meaning to the features.
No meaning or whatsoever.
There's a mountain climb for you, so you a line I could pull you.
Yeah, Thames came in, she dropped melodies. And it's just a bunch of melodies, but the song doesn't stick.
It doesn't resonate.
Like, you can't go back and say you want to listen to that song.
You can't even remember anything.
Like,
not
the same
it
thing.
lacks rhythm.
Facts. The same thing with the one with Burna Boy.
She hold you down and you gotta move accordingly. I got a good one. She feel like royalty.
It felt... Ori back on.
Disjointed. Ori back on for real.
It's,
My baby to love me more. What am I longing for?
Burna Boy said it.
He said it, and that's what it is. The track Ori back on.
Ori back on, man.
Ori back on.
And if you guys don't know what that means, that's your assignment. Drop a comment and if you know what that means. But Burna Boy said it on the song. So it's crazy that a JCole album in 2026 can just come and go like that and nobody's talking about it. Now, you want to like force us to always talk about it. Now you start a tour. Now you say you're doing a tour with a Honda Civic, selling your songs from
The trunk of your car.
Trunk of your car.
In CDs.
Ooh, and let me show you though. This 29, this 39. Ooh. Yeah, that shit hanging, boy.
Yeah, we still got the CD
Is
players.
there something in here?
Oh, what CDs in there? Let's see what CDs in there.
KOD, wow. Yeah. Man, I got this brand new album, bro. I just put this shit out. If you fuck with it, I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm trying to, wait, this is my first time doing this on this for real way. It's on my phone and everything. Ooh, try this one. Wait, why is it acting? Maybe my. Oh!
I kind of find that a bit disrespectful though to the people that actually also during those time of selling CDs from the trunk of their car, saying that okay, you know, their form of putting their music out there.
Yeah.
Living a Civic, came back in Atlanta, feeling like Tupac in Atlanta.
That was a time when the hustle was real. You don't really fake that hustle. It's real because that's real. You drive from states to states to sell your CDs. is not faking it. Now, JCole, you already have fans.
Thought his old dusty Honda Civic cosplay was gonna move us. Well, it clearly moved some of y'all. It ain't moved me. I see right through that shit. You guys are easily impressed. You guys are easily moved and touched. Can't read a room for shit. And why you out here looking like you fought a shower and lost? You got 30 million streams and you're in a parking lot selling CDs. You're selling them. You're charging for them. If that ain't the fakest humble shit I've ever seen in my life, really out here fake hungry, like you starving.
This is my first time doing this. Ooh, try this one. Damn, thank you, bro. You my first sale.
I thought you was humble. You really needed to sell them 30 CDs in your trunk. Stop acting broke, Cole. You were just in a Lamborghini in your rollout video. We seen it. How you pull up like a struggling community college student just so you could get praised for being relatable? That shit was so damn performative. How you gonna be the first rapper that wants pity for being rich? That's crazy. You don't struggle, you stream. You got 30 million of them.
Now, JCole, you already have fans. These are people that
And
had
you do,
to,
and now
had
music
to
is
convince
easy.
people to buy the song.
The
without even
music
having
is
fans.
easy to access now
It's
through
easy.
streaming and so many other mediums.
So this
So
looks
why shit on previous hustle to get us where we got to today and use it as a form of
crazy?
I don't even want to say it.
It's crazy.
It's the fact that this man hopped out his crusty ass Civic and then drove straight back to his Lambo and mansion right after. The identity crisis is crazy. And that's a slap in the face. That's a slap in the face to people who actually trying to get where you are. I don't know, instead of cosplaying the reality for a rollout, you could have been teaching the youth the game, showing them how to win, breaking down the blueprint. But nah, you rather parade they struggle like it's a costume, instead of giving the people the keys to escape it. You act like people ain't struggling for real. You could have gave Civics away. If you was gonna do all that, you could have gave the Civic away to a struggling mother or a youth or a college student instead of trying to be one. That's disingenuous as hell and tone deaf. Honestly, you a jackass for that.
This is. Are you trying to? But anyway, sonically.
Listen, sonically, I just don't like the way it sounds, bro.
Sonically.
Like I said, there's no song in the album that is going to take me back to the
There was
album.
one that I would have liked when it comes to the beat, but then again, J. Cole wasted that beat.
Crazy. Crazy. That beat was, oh my God. J. Cole, the album
It fell off.
fell off.
Fell off and fell on my face.
Just exactly what he named it as.
Oh my God, the album fell off, bro. Like he called it, a fall off. And that's what we can say about the album.
Yeah, and then also the one with was it Biggie and Tupac? Trying to like.
What if the bullshit never got in the way? I still have my nigga to this day. What's up, Pac?
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to do? Nobody asked for this. Like,
What is your business with with those era? Whereby this era now, you could be addressing so many other shit on why you decided to call your previous album "My Delete Later" or try to find a way to make amends in your album, or talk about the issues that we're all going through or something.
you wasted the whole track talking about something that nobody asked you for. There's so many things going on in society right now that you can't talk about, J. Cole. But you rather talk about Biggie and Tupac and how the beef should have not started, or how the beef should have gone, or how you can, like trying to mimic your style because Kendrick did something similar to.
But that's the difference though. Kendrick's was more, I wouldn't even call that a rendition. It was just a song on its own that, more like evolved from that typical type of rap style, Tupac.
Yeah.
So bringing it to our current state and how we listen to music now.
Facts.
Reincarnated.
That was a perfect way to take something that is old school and make it new.
Maybe not new, recent. Recent.
And put your own flair to it. But JCole, there was nothing you did here that sounded like Tupac.
No.
This is like...
And what's up with the letter response? Like, what is the meaning associated with that?
Like, who asked you for this?
Today was going to Vegas until I opened your letter. I cried through all of his pages.
This is something you can throw like a free... Oh, I just did this when I was thinking about something. You don't put this in your album. So what's the whole fall off talking about? Okay, people are saying that he's talking about his hometown. Okay.
New JCole album, The Fall Off. Here we have the new and what is said to be the final album from Jermaine Cole, rapper, producer, songwriter, singer to Fayetteville hometown hero, who grew to be one of the biggest and most successful hip-hop artists of the 2010s. And with all of his albums having gone platinum, some with absolutely no features whatsoever, as they say, there's clearly a love and demand out there for the guy's music, and potentially a much longer career ahead of him, veteran status too, but he seems more fixated on the idea of bowing out of his career entirely at this point, as The Fall Off here is a project he has been teasing toward for years now. Even his last record, The Off Season, was essentially a prelude to this project, and was, in my opinion, one of his most focused efforts so far. And additionally, in the lead up to The Fall Off, he dropped this Birthday Blizzard 26 EP mixtape of freestyles that had me anticipating Cole having just a fire in his belly when rapping and writing for The Fall Off. Of course, Cole also had a few public statements too, saying that he intended for his last album here to be his best work yet, no question. So of course, because of all of that, at least for me, the expectations for this double disc album are high. And yes, there is some added pressure there with the fact that this thing is over 100 minutes of runtime, with its 2 discs of material working in these 2 concentrated movements, basically depicting the mindsets that Cole was in while revisiting his hometown at ages 29 and 39, respectively. A concept that, the more I think about it, the more that it is kind of bewildering, as good as some of the songs on disc 29 sound, because when it comes to Cole's writing and his output at age 29, his views about his hometown, his upbringing, the ways in which hip-hop and fame was kind of changing him and his life and his worldview, he wasn't exactly secretive about that at the time, nor was he in the immediate aftermath. On the contrary, dealing in those topics has been J. Cole's bread and butter for like over a decade now. So honestly, if I really was genuinely curious about what Cole was thinking about a lot of these topics back during the age of 29 and hear him expressing and feeling those thoughts in real time, I can just go back to those albums and hear it.
People are saying that he's talking about his hometown. Okay. There's so many songs that J. Cole has made that are like universal, but there is nothing in this album that felt universal.
Like, he wasn't trying to make no hit on this album.
Cool, but this is an album that this probably had more hype than, and fuck the battle. I don't give a fuck about the battle. This album had more hype than maybe any other album outside of his debut.
That may be true.
So if you chose to make it a very personal album, I mean, you set this bar. You know, you putting up the whiteboard and showing us your plan and your graceful exit, as some may think this is the retirement album, or, you know, whatever the case may be. You played into a lot of that with your rollout and made that you have a very high bar set, and coming off of your previous works.
I think all that was intentional.
Cool. It could be intentional. So now when I get the project, I'm underwhelmed.
There is nothing in this album that felt universal, even with the Afro beats.
Yeah, it was.
Just felt like it's a song. It's just
it wasn't. It wasn't. You couldn't even resonate with it. You couldn't even see the relativity associated with J. Cole style of music and then Afrobeat. It wasn't blended properly. It wasn't arranged properly. It was off. No reading.
Like, what's the album talking about? What's the story behind it?
Even the tracks, I'll still go back to the track with him and Burna Boy. Like, what's the story behind the track? I guess what I'm trying to say is what's the creativity that came about that track? Let's just keep it that simple.
It was the creative process
of that track. At least if it's something that you cannot use it as a means of passing a message or saying something or talking about your emotions or whatever, like, what is the creative process of it?
Yeah.
Even if it's just rhyming to the beat.
Crazy. J. Cole fell off on the album.
More like fell off the music chart.
Fell off and fell on my face.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's what the album is about.
The sales of the album is not bad.
Apparently, J. Cole, The Fall Off, is actually projected to sell anywhere between 260 and 300,000 units first week, according to early forecasts. I think that's stellar. I think he would love to get that 300 range. He's been touting this as his last album.
The sales of the album is not bad.
It won't be because he will still have his fans. Yeah. And some of his fans they'll stay loyal and listen to J. Cole. Oh, J. Cole is still a chill song. But for some of us that like to listen to the full spectrum of what music is about, nah.
I'd rather go back to more older J. Cole catalog than this. I even like, even on my delete later, there's a song I like. There's a song I can go back to. Remember that's Fever. Lover and Anita, she is giving me fever.
I think That
I can go back to sometimes.
Loving Anita, she keeps giving me fever.
But after that beef, after that him backing out, I'm like, oh man, J. Cole, man, shit. Like, man, don't talk about competition anymore. Like, don't talk about, oh, I'm here to, like, I can test any of this. No, you're not that type of rapper. Don't do that anymore. just give us chill, classic, good music. Talk about what's going on in society, bro.
I guess I can conveniently say it. It's time to cut that dreads, J. Cole.
Damn. Oh my God. Man, you don't need to tell Samson to cut his power now.
Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you?
Why are you not bobbing your head, bro? It's banging. Bro, I don't have to bob my head to listen to this song. What is passing the car test, though? You say if it passed the car test, that should have hit.
Sometimes you might do that and gain more clarity.
Yo. That too. What you guys think, man? J. Cole's new album, The Fall Off.
Fell off and fell on my face.
Did it fell off? Are you guys happy with the album? I know you guys, J. Cole fans, were going to be on this video and like, you guys are hating.
No, we're a hard critic. If you come with an amazing song now, an album now, we'll jam to it. Which I don't have any biasness when it comes to music. Sometimes I listen to country.
Like, I listened to this album over and over again. I was hoping that I was going to get a different.
It didn't hit.
It didn't hit.
No, it did not. Because if it did, I'll probably be jamming to it while cooking or doing house chores or something, listening to it, with the sound surrounding the house. But it didn't hit.
In the head. So, this is no hate for J. Cole, but the album is not it. Hey, so What we rated? We're going for 10. If we're going for 10, what's going to be what we're putting it as?
Just because there's an effort into the album and there's so many. Well, I don't want to say there's an effort. It could be most of his songs are just pre-recorded songs packed all together into one album.
Yeah,
I would say at least for doing that, and then the art, and then the effort into into selling the albums in the streets. That too. Hey, at least it's something that you are going into the society now to check some things out. Maybe you might see something that's more helpful. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Hey, the Queen gave it a 6. I'll give it a 6.5.
Look at you. Topping it.
I'll give it a 6.5. And also shout out, I think this is his first album being independent. He's now out of his deal, so he's coming into the market now as an independent artist. So shout out to him. And yeah. But the album is still 6.5.
Yeah, we couldn't resonate with it. Sorry.
Yeah. So JCole, we're still listening to a few of your songs, but you still need to explain to us why you backed out of the biggest competition.
JCole knows his place. Let's leave it at that.
If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one.